Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your weekend. Hope you guys had a good last week and start of a new week with today being Monday, the 24th of February, 2025. And in this video, we're going to get into some great privacy features, some great security features to help make sure and ensure that you have your phone protected at all times from various different sources. And so if you guys haven't already, please make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. It's all free. That way you never miss our videos. So you and I can sit back, check, see who's cracking. We are right on the verge of 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 loyal people who appreciate my opinions, the videos that I do, the work that goes into this tech journey. And so I definitely thank you guys for that and your patience as we continue to subtly, but surely improve the quality of our videos and the information that we bring to the ethos. So again, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the video. And the first thing we're going to talk about, believe it or not, is Google Chrome. I actually had some friends reach out to me because they were having a slight issue, maybe a false alarm, but nonetheless, they were having some issues with their Google Chrome and they thought they were being attacked by malware. So here's a feature or a couple features in Google Chrome that will help you avoid that when surfing the web with Google's browser. And so what we're going to do is swipe up. We're going to actually go into Google Chrome itself. And right here, prompted by Google Chrome, what we're going to do is then select up here, hit the settings button. You're going to see a couple options here. The first is delete browsing data. And so if you do that, you have the option to delete the last 15 minutes worth, or you can delete as far as all time if you wanted to from your device. You just wanted a clean sweep to make sure you get some of that data, some of that useless or potential fraudulent data gone. Use this feature right here. Now, if that's not satisfactory enough, let's jump into more options. And in here, you'll see not just browsing history, you can delete your cookie and site data, your cached image and files, and along with certain tabs. And if you want to do passwords, autofill from data, site settings, there's more customization here in terms of options and features at your fingertips to help ensure that you keep your device and browsing history safe, because malware or viruses can attach to anything. So by making use of those features, you'll be able to help protect your web surfing needs. Alternatively, if you click in the settings, and by the way, if you want to find those features in terms of what I just showed you guys, all you gotta do is come in here to privacy and security and then delete browsing data, and it's right there. So let's back out real quick and let's jump in here back into privacy and security. And as you see, you have a privacy guide that you can read. You can also check to see the third-party cookies that get blocked in incognito mode. You add privacy in terms of if you whether or not you want to be tracked when surfing the web, to have more concentrated ads pushed towards you that would be of interest. And if you want to, you can do this. Send a do not track request. I have mine off by default, but if you want to, if you enable this means that a request will be included with your browsing traffic. Any effect depends on whether a website responds to the request and how the request is interpreted. For example, some websites may respond to this request by showing you the ads that aren't based on other websites you've visited. So maintain that thought in mind if you decide to turn this on. Mine is off because I make use of this when I'm gathering information for my videos when it comes to, let's say, privacy, or making sure I get the most up-to-date information on software features, software updates, and informative websites for devices that I'm using or checking out for you guys. So that's why I have mine off, because I want my information geared towards helping drive me in the direction of my interests for work purposes. And so that's what you have there in terms of your privacy and security from a website perspective. You can also still do safe browsing, another very important feature to have on. Now, mine is on enhanced protection, and this is real-time AI-powered protection against dangerous sites, downloads, and extensions that are based on browsing data settings sent to Google. Now, you can do a standard protection or no protection, but if you don't protect your browsing, you may run into some issues. So that's why enhanced is a great place to start. And if you actually want to go a little bit further, I think you can do that. If you click on that little arrow button, it's going to let you know, of course, further protections that you get with this, as you guys can see here. And I thought it was there, but it must not be there. So with that being said, use safe browsing because that's going to help you a lot when it comes to surfing the web. And then also make sure you have always use secure connections. And really, that's what the S stands for in HTTPS. The S stands for secured. So that verifies that the website that you're going to be using is a secured website. And of course, if it's not, it's going to prompt you and warn you that the website that you're going to be visiting may not be secured, and it's on you whether or not you want to continue browsing that website. So keep that in mind when using that. And then you have your V8 security. So this term in terms of JavaScript and WebAssembly engine. And that's pretty much it there for Google Chrome. If you actually do safety check, this is where you can actually see any compromised passwords, and as you see I have about 41 of them. So I probably need to jump on that. But here, Chrome is up to date, enhanced safe browsing is on, permission looks good, notifications looks good. So this is going to be your kind of bulletin for safety in terms of your Google Chrome, to make sure your browsing is as clean as possible and as protected as possible when roaming Google Chrome. And of course, you still have a few other options down there. But that's Google Chrome. Now, like me, I use Samsung Internet Browser way more often than not. And so what you're going to see here is if we click on this option here, you see the privacy button. It's also within the settings, but if we click on privacy, it's going to take me straight to the things I want to see here. And you get, again, a great prompted bulletin board here, or digital care, if you will, digital well-being of your privacy habits, or the dashboard as they call it, for your web surfing. 4 trackers blocked 28 times today. So that's good to see there. You're protected from interruptions. So blocked backward redirections, block pop-ups, block apps from opening internet. And so that's stuff that I have on, and I want to make sure that I keep myself protected when using Samsung Internet Browser, which I think works just as good, if not better, than Google Chrome in my opinion. And it's still oddly linked to your Google because of your Google account being signed in with the search engine being Google. So good to see that I'm able to use that. And then of course, having the secure connections toggled on here as well, HTTPS, you want to make sure you have that on, and block automatic downloads. In other words, get prompted about a download whenever it's about to initiate, to give you the control you need to make sure that your downloads, or you want to download that piece of data that's trying to access downloading. And so that's the protections you can have with your 2 Internet Explorers that most people probably use. Of course, if you use maybe Opera browser or whatnot, they probably have similar features, but these are the main 2 that I use that I want to make sure I'm clean with. And then if we see here, not too much else here. There's a privacy dashboard we were just in, your personal browsing data. You can come in here as well if you wanted to. You can delete that, your autofill forms and secret mode settings, which is basically incognito mode for Samsung Internet Browser. And that's pretty much it in terms of the internet for Samsung. Like, they don't have a bunch of features, but they have just enough to be able to still secure your web browsing. Now that we're done with web browsing from that perspective, let's jump into settings. And let's actually scroll down here to security and privacy. And you are met with, again, another bulletin board or dashboard for security and privacy on your Samsung Galaxy device. Now, you may have something similar if you're on a Google Pixel device, maybe even OnePlus and Nothing have something similar as well. But definitely for sure, if you're rocking a Google Pixel or a Samsung Galaxy device, you're going to have some form of a dashboard that looks similar to this, that lets you know of any security issues or threats. I look good right now, which is great, and that's because my lock screen lock is set, my account security is confirmed, my loss device protection is on, or is allowed to be found when lost, which is good. App security, I have no threats there, and I have no updates that I need to, be aware of in order to keep Google Play system or the phone itself updated. So that's great there. But if at any time you wanted to check on any of these, all you have to do is click on one. So let's click on Lost Device Protection. And as you see here, Find My Mobile for Samsung is turned on. And this allows the phone to be found, saved, last location, offline finding. So these are all in the event of losing your phone, you're able to access more information at your fingertips. And then, of course, app security. This has to do with app protection and Google Play Protect. Always protecting our apps on a regular basis. So that's also good there, and Google takes that very serious. So make sure you have that on. And if you click on updates here, this is where you get your security updates and Google Play system. And just for the sake of argument, we're in February. Have they sent something out yet? No, they have not. We're still on January 2025. Auto blocker. This is what I was actually looking for in the Chrome menu, but it's actually here within the Samsung Galaxy device. Auto blocker helps keep you safe from security threats, suspicious activity, and privacy risks. So it blocks apps from unauthorized sources, blocks commands by USB cable, blocks malware images and messaging apps, and blocks software updates by USB cable. And then if you wanted to go super game time with it, you can do maximum restrictions. And maximum restrictions provides extra strong protection for people who need more security. Some of your phone's features will be restricted. So be mindful of that if you decide to use this. But if you decide to turn on maximum restrictions, this is what happens. It turns on app protection. Apps installed on your phone will be checked for malware activity. Block device admin apps, so prevents device admin apps and work profiles from being activated on your phone. This protects you from attacks when these features may be used to access your data or remotely control your phone. And then the gallery blocks shared albums. This shared album menu isn't available and other people can't invite you to shared albums. This protects you against invitations from people who might not be who they say they are, and it prevents you from accidentally sharing pictures that might be sensitive. And then removes location data when sharing pictures. When you share a picture from gallery, location data will be removed from the picture before it's sent. This prevents the recipient from being able to determine where the picture was taken. Now that's an iffy one in my opinion because depending on whether or not they care about the location, maybe the way they have their album set up, it is location based. So by you sending a picture, it kind of adds to their value. So that's a tough one to think about. But in terms of these in general, just know if you want to access any of these features, you will have to turn maximum restrictions off. For me, I don't use a lot of this. So if I really wanted to, I actually could turn maximum restrictions on for my device because I would actually be fine with a lot of this because I don't use it. And so again, you want to really maximize the protection of your device, use auto blocker to its full capabilities. Now let's jump into more security settings. Of course, you have secure folder if you want to secure some information there. You have secure Wi-Fi if you want to do a little bit more secure Wi-Fi, web surfing, or just data use. But I think there comes like a payment with this. If you really wanted to access more of this, you can protect your privacy, protect automatically, and view your protection history. So if I hit continue, and then it says Samsung uses these permissions with your location notifications. So if I hit continue, as you see, if I turn on auto protect Wi-Fi to get protection, whether you connect to insecure networks or networks in public places, I could turn that on. Your protection plan right now per month out of free. So okay, never mind. You get about a gig worth of protection per month for free. Now, of course, if you wanted to do more than that, I think you may have to pay for it, but don't hold me to it. Let's see. Yeah, so you can upgrade. And so if you wanted to upgrade your protection, you just hit the upgrade button, and then it gives you the option 99 cent, 24-hour unlimited. And then, of course, you have the ability to subscribe, which is 1 month unlimited to subscribe. So, it's up to you. $2 a month, isn't really all that bad if you really wanted to really protect your device in terms of Wi-Fi use. And so you can do that with secure Wi-Fi and have the benefit of having your Wi-Fi use cases uber protected. Now, if you want to do enhanced data protection, you can here. And what it's going to do is search your phone, and you can do encrypt backup data and encrypt sync data. So that adds an extra layer of protection when backing up and when resyncing your data. So if you want to do that, it just slows some things down, especially if you swap devices, if not regularly. If you do decide to swap, you may have to turn these off in order to have your information transferred to your new device. So there are some use cases where you may have to turn this off or where it may bug out on you because you have your device extra protected. So keep that in mind. But as you see here, protect your cloud data with end-to-end encryption. This ensures no one can access your data but you, even if there's a data breach. So again, it's up to you. For me, again, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I mean, I do switch my devices relatively often, at least once or twice a year. So, I'll play around with it and see if I want to do that. But you have that ability at your fingertips. You're tired of always writing down your passwords or trying to have a note in your Samsung Notes or even in your Apple Notes, trying to have all your passwords saved. Get rid of all that and just use Samsung Pass. This is where you can store your passwords and have them at your fingertips by use of Face Unlock or some form of biometrics security protection. So it will autofill for you, save it, and keep it encrypted and protected for you, so you don't have to do the mental gymnastics of trying to remember all your passwords. Now, for me personally, I like remembering my stuff just to keep my memory sharp, but you have that option here with Samsung Pass. And then of course you have SIM card security if you were worried about that. You can protect your SIM card with a password. And Android safe browsing. This kind of doubles back on what we were just talking about before when it comes to your browsing of the internet. And this allows you to keep that safe. And so you have a bunch of apps that are supported, which is, or at least me personally, I have 22 of my apps supporting this. And then you can toggle on use live threat protection, which is the latest version of safe browsing with more account threat detection. So as you see, because the page looks different, this is definitely more of a Google installed kind of feature for your safe browsing protection. But I would definitely say turn that on if you want to. Now, if you want to do some more physical protecting, as we talked about briefly earlier when it comes to, theft loss protection, come in here and activate some more when it comes to theft protection. You can lock device's screen if that's detected. And so, as you guys can see with that animation, somebody can take it and run off with it. It detects that it was stolen, so it just automatically locks everything. And it uses built-in safeguards to protect your personal data if your device is stolen. So theft detection lock. The screen will lock if this setting detects that someone took your phone and ran away. Let's toggle that on. And here it tells you how it works. If threat detection lock detects your phone was taken from you, device's screen will lock automatically to prevent anyone from accessing your personal data. This feature uses your device's motion sensors and its Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections to try to detect if someone abruptly takes your phone and runs away. Keep in mind, you must be actively using your device when it's unlocked. So let's turn that on. And then you also have offline device lock. This screen lock will shortly the screen will lock shortly after your device goes offline to help protect your data. Also, another good idea to have on, because let's say maybe you take a SIM card out or you jump off of Wi-Fi and you don't have no connection in general. Why make sure you have something like this turned on that will protect and secure your device and your data more by locking stuff down, so you don't have to worry about offline threats from very, very skilled hackers. And so as you see here, your device's screen will lock shortly after your device goes offline to help protect your data. For example, your device will lock if someone steals it and turns off the internet to prevent location tracking. So if they try to do that, the device will lock down on you. Keep in mind, you must be actively using your device when it's unlocked, and the screen can be locked up to twice a day. So keep that in mind as well. So maybe have biometric security set up on your device, depending if it's under the screen or on the side, face unlock, something like that, or just have a good maybe 4 to 6 pin, I think it's 4 pin, passcode or whatever, so that way you can, unlock your device as necessary. And then of course you have some super remote secure features here with remote lock and find and erase your device. And so again, there's plenty of features that you can take advantage of that you can help protect your device both physically and digitally in this day and age of technology. And thank you to Samsung for really providing these. And last but not least, permission manager. This is where you can come in and give apps permission or revoke their permission to access certain things like your cameras, your body sensors, your calendar, your call logs, your contact, your flashlight, your microphones, right, your screens, and really whatever apps are installed on your device. If those are asking for those permissions, that means that they have the ability to be revoked or allowed. So as you see, I have 21 apps that could be allowed to access calendar. Only 12 of them have that capability right now or are allowed. That's Android Auto, Calendar, my Bud stuff, Galaxy Wearable, Gmail. See, but then you also have something like body sensors, where only 3 apps have that capability, and that's Samsung Health, Samsung Members, and Smart Tutor. Now, for me, I don't mind body sensors. I'll give that permission to Samsung Health because I want my health monitored to the best of its ability. So why not have that monitored successfully? And then Health Connect only has 2, Samsung Health and Custom Widget. I don't even know why Custom Widget would want permission to that, but as you see, you can have that's how well you can scrutinize your device and personalize it to you, even with security features, because everybody has different security needs. Everybody has different privacy needs. And so having those available abilities, some people want Cash App to have availability and access to certain things. Other people don't want Cash App to have those capabilities on their phone or their device. And you can go through here, run through it, and successfully protect the device the way you want to, both from a phone perspective and a tablet perspective. and possibly even a laptop perspective, a Galaxy laptop that is. But that is it for this video. Hope you guys appreciate and enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comment section below, what do you guys take advantage of when it comes to your device and protection? Do you guys like a lot of these privacy and security functions, or do you wish that it was minimized and actually lessened and just a little bit more discreet? The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to like the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell. It's all free. That way you never miss my videos. So you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. And don't forget to hit that super thanks button down there by the like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's why to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. Jermaine Micah signing out until the next video. Wait for it.